Hey guys, we're back at the camp again, and as you can see, everybody has another little arrow above their heads. Usually these little blue ones mean they're either trade skills or repeatables, and the yellow ones are adventure totally. So we're going to go ahead and see what they have to offer. We'll do the repeatable ones once, if that's what it ends up being, and just check them out to see what they want us to do. Now these popped up after we finished off the quest down below in the caves. There was a named guy down there, Theron. After we finished off his quest line, these automatically showed up. So you may have to do all of those. If you haven't done them, you won't be able to do these. What is this I hear of finding Valium man under our dear city? That pretty much sums it up, or I don't have time to talk right now. Good day. We shouldn't be so surprised with knowing that this was once a chunk of Valish before it was carved off. Geodes roam the caverns there too. That's true, I wasn't aware of that. Yes, which brings to mind the tales of riches that reward the brave souls that enter those caverns. You might even be able to find the rare Valium crystal. Yes, a red crystal. It is said to be a very powerful gem grown from the Valium deposit. It is sought by mage and jeweler alike, and such untapped veins of Valium would be a perfect place to look for it. Will you search for them? I'll be sure to pay you for your efforts. Yeah, I'll do it for some coin, okay? No thanks, you couldn't pay me enough, so I'll say yeah, I'll do it. And so it's called geocaching. Level 19. Your rewards are a level 1 white adornment slot for your hands, ear, and wrist, level 20 health, and a wall mount Halcyon weapon rack, which goes into your house, and I'll show you what that looks like. Zoom out a little bit, and that goes on the wall like that, and then you can place any weapons that you get basically on top of that, just for looks. So go ahead and close that down. You also get 52 silver and 48 copper, or at least that much. So we're going to say yes. So it says search the Valium catacombs in the hope of attaining rare silicium Valium crystals. And so what I need to do is go ahead and open my inventory, destroy my totem, because I only have one charge on it left. Come up here and get another one. Again, guys, you have to do these in order, or somewhat in order, to be able to have these totems when you need them. Go ahead and cast it on me. Now I've taken off my illusion because normally it would make you look like a fish roaming, basically a shark, one of those flat ones with the tails. And some of you guys have said that you prefer me looking like this rather than that, so I've taken that off. But again, if you guys want to see that, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll get to turning that back on as soon as possible. So if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I've changed the view so that you guys can see, you know, just how beautiful the game is without all the buttons and text and you know, everything that's on it. We're heading down here into the cave. You can know exactly where the cave entrance is simply by following the bubbles. And usually your guy is also leaving bubbles behind him. So if you're ever lost, you don't know which way is up, go ahead and just look at where the bubbles are going, and that's the way to go up. You also see that there's Rygor orcs swimming around in here. There is a roamer that goes inside the cave. That's the one you'll see right there. He'll attack us, but we can run past him, and he'll forget about us eventually. And you can see we actually swim faster than him. Now, if these guys are speaking gibberish to you, guys, you need to look at the Speak Like an Orc quest that I have. It shows you how to learn their language, what you need to do, where you need to go, and all of that in great detail from start to finish. You can also do the lore and legend, which I've shown as well, so that you can do more damage against orcs. And you can also change that to do more damage against all sorts of creatures like skeletons and golems, and I'll show you those in detail too as we get to those creatures. So let's go ahead and take this guy on since he's in our way. Now these guys aren't too terribly difficult, as I said before in the past, but they do have a decent amount of hit points compared to most creatures that you're going to see at this level. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. We're going to have to fight our way in again. And for those of you who watched some of my earlier videos, you'll know exactly what we're looking for. They're little rock geode creatures that are along the wall further into the zone, into this cave. And when you kill them, they drop these little red crystals, which we couldn't do anything with earlier. But that's clearly what this quest wants. And so it's kind of nice to have killed those guys by accident. I did an area effect and I took one of them on. So I know exactly where we need to go, simply because of an accident. So just because you happen to pull a creature that you didn't need at the moment, don't think you're wasting time, or that, oh, you know, what a pain it is to have to kill this guy. You never know when that will come in handy, that kind of knowledge. So let's see, that's actually better than what I'm wearing. So I'll go ahead and loot it, go into my backpack, and put that on. Now you're welcome to sell those items that you get if you prefer, but I've always found that it's better to use the item if you can, rather than sell it, because you really won't make too much more money at this low level. People really only buy the low level treasured items for one reason, basically either to transmute them, which is the most common reason, or, you know, on occasion they may be trying to tweak out one of their alts with something they can actually wear. But there's plenty of armor that they can buy at higher levels that's far, far better than anything you can get that won't have a level requirement on it. Level requirement is something they added later on that really isn't that common with some of the other loot. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of monsters in here, and you will have to fight your way in. This would be best done with a group of maybe 2. 3 would completely blow it away very easily. So the more people you have, the easier and faster this will go. And you'll also be able to kill off more creatures and make more experience, so that's kind of nice as well. So you can either go left or you can go right. I'm thinking that left is probably quicker. I showed you guys what was right last time, and I've also shown you guys what was left as well. It's always your option to which way you go in this area. They both lead to the same place, which is where we need to go anyways. It just seems to me like there's a little bit less roamers on this side than there is the other side. The other side's a big cave, basically, that has creatures along the wall, just like this one over here. And then you can run down through the middle. This one's not quite as big of a cave, and the way we need to go is to the right. So it's basically we just hug the right wall, and we fight 2 creatures that are along the wall, and we're done. There's going to be another guy on the opposite side of this pillar, so be careful when you go around it. Make sure you always get the first shot. You never know how much damage you're going to do with either your bow, if that's what you're using, or your first spell. I mean, wizards have a few spells that take a little bit time to cast, but do massive damage. And in the middle of a fight, when you're taking hits, the creature can disrupt or interrupt your spells from being cast, especially if they take quite a long time. So some of those spells you may only be able to cast you know, the very first time you are going to hit it before it has aggro on you, unless of course you have somebody else to take the aggro for you and you happen to be in a group or something. Now, for those of you who are wondering if you should get into this game or wait for EverQuest Next to come out, you should be aware that EverQuest Next is completely different from this game. So if you do like the game style, the gameplay, you definitely should try it out. So that's 9 strength, 10 agility, 9 stamina. That's better than what I'm wearing. Plus 6.1 damage per second. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on as well, even though I'm running out of space in my inventory. Doesn't really matter which earring that they put it on because it's better than both. And there is a roamer. So these are the things we need right here. And they're fairly easy to kill. As you can see, it really doesn't take that long. They're 2 arrows down at level 19, so... And we didn't get anything off of that one. Now we're not actually looking for the loot off of those, we're looking for the little red crystals that they can drop. So let's see if we can skirt the side. No, we ended up getting them anyways. There's another one behind them, so not a complete loss. You see it right over here. There is a named further in. We're going to get the roamer as well. Which is alright. It gives us a little bit more time to roam around in here without having to be worried about getting another creature on us. And this is where we're going to be running back and forth. Basically this little hallway anyway, so... I actually don't know what I did there. That's... that sucks. What did I do? I'll have to fix that when the video's over because I don't know how I messed that up. So for now, that will just be all funky like that. And I don't have any space. So it didn't drop a red crystal either, which is a little bit annoying. I really hate my spell bar being like this. Here we go. And I may actually end up dying because I haven't been paying attention to my my attacks. That is why I said before, when you're done with your hotbars, it's good to hit the lock button so that this exact thing does not happen. And I actually had a buff that I wasn't aware that I had. So here we go. This is the guy who dropped the little red crystal last time. Go ahead and see if he has it on him this time as well. And again, oh, there it is right there. So it's actually underneath this corpse. So we're going to run back here real quick and see if this guy's corpse is still here. It is. Let's see if this guy's corpse is still here. The corpse should disappear rather quickly, leaving just behind the little red crystal. But it's not. Hopefully this guy is still here. There we go. Let's go ahead and loot that. Gonna go ahead and go back and kill these new guys that have spawned. And you can see underneath this one there's no little red shiny. So that guy doesn't actually have one, neither did the other one. So it must be just a rare. That guy doesn't have one either. So let's go ahead and go back over here to the beginning and kill this guy. If this guy doesn't have it, it may actually only spawn further into the area of the zone with the name guy, which I'm hoping is not the case because he was rather hard to kill. And that's with all my buffs and heal spells up. There we go. So it is just a random drop off of these creatures right here. And there it is right there. Hopefully it will last long enough for me to do this battle and loot it. You know, these guys really don't take that long to kill. But some of these things don't really last that long either, so go ahead and grab that. So that's 2 out of 6 so far. Let's see if the other ones are back up again. There he is. So they spawn rather quickly. As long as you can keep these this hallway clear of any ads or any spawns, you should be able to burn through these guys rather fast. And just keep going up and down the hallway until you have all the crystals you need. There's 3 out of 6 already. There's that guy. If you happen to be a higher level when you get here and the name guy's easier for you, I would suggest killing him again and again while you're in the area for the loot, for the experience, for all the people who died trying to fight him. You know, revenge is nice and sweet. And we only need 2 more, so hopefully not too many more of these guys spawn before we can snag those 2. And he's already back up again. Now, of course, you could always find a small corner in here, like this little area right here. You wouldn't even have to go any further, and just wait until they spawn and keep killing it. And then you'd only have to kill basically the one you know, roamer or one guy who spawns in that spot to make it a little bit easier on you. But it would take a little bit longer. You will have to wait the, you know, whatever it is, 30 seconds, 40 seconds in between these guys spawning. Go ahead and loot that. Oh man, I don't have enough space. Can I get rid of? Yeah, I can get rid of that. Go ahead and loot it, use it, and grab this one. Sounds like there is another spawn. So I'm gonna bring him over here, kill him, use my area effect spells so that I can get some hits off on this guy that I'm already gonna kill anyways. He actually doesn't do very much damage, these little rumbling geodes, so it's not too bad to have him just sitting in the back hitting me. And I didn't do too much damage actually with my area effects, which is a shame, but and there is the last one I need. But of course, I gotta get one more little snack on me. Let's go ahead and snag this last one. And it says return back to Hillfred Kinloch. You always want to make sure it actually tells you to go back and that you're not just assuming that's what it's supposed to be. I've done it several times where you go back and the quest has actually asked you to kill just one more while you seem to be in the area. So we're going to grab some of these guys. We're going to run right through them. I'm actually going to put on my sprint so I can run faster. We're getting a little bit of lag here, which is why it's kind of choppy. Which is kind of a shame because it really is a beautiful area. Now I'm going to turn my sprint off just to save me some power. All of them should stop following me, except for the Rigor. He's just not far enough away from where he spawns. I would have to get in the water and travel quite a bit of a distance to get away from this guy, but he's easy enough, and I'll just go ahead and kill him. And it saves me from having to kill like 7 or 8 of those other guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast my my Enduring Breath because it is you know, over by now. It only lasts for, I believe, 4 or 5 minutes, and that's usually long enough to get down here, kill a few guys, and then run back up. And you'll see I'm gonna get this guy. Nice little spell effects, though. Go ahead and zoom out so you guys can see it. And as you can see, there's my look of the cloak that I just put on, the cape. They all have their own different looks. You can get some that have Halloween look from the Halloween events that are coming in a couple days. You can get some that make your character look like a, you know, shining hero. Some of them have, I think there's one called something of the Void, and it has like a Starry Night look onto it, and the stars actually sparkle and change slightly on the back of your cape, which is very cool looking. But basically, no matter what outfit you get, you can find some sort of cape to match it. You can also get sort of things like wings, you know, that are basically like mounts, but they do other things. But it's very cool. Your guy is very customizable. It's not one of those games that you will play and everybody you meet will have the exact same look as you. Like I said before, there are different tabs on your character screen, some just for your looks, so that you can actually be wearing the same armor as everybody else in the game, but your guy will still look different. And like I said, there's a lot of no-trade pieces that you can only get from Quest. So if you save those pieces, chances are nobody else is going to have them. People would have sold them by now, and it really just gives that that feeling that you're in a real world, because when you walk outside, not everybody looks the same. At least hopefully where you live, not everybody looks the same. Let's go ahead and talk to Hillfred. By the right hand of Mar, you found rare Valium crystals. This is amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. And so there you go, geocaching, level 19. You ended up getting the gem, the wall mount, and 88 silver and 8 copper. Again, guys, if you like these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below, or hit me up in game. Thanks again for watching.